Over the past 5 years, analog horror has been on a massive rise. So, what happens when someone mixes that formula with Azumanga Daioh? We get an ARG that makes me have mixed feelings. So, is it overall good? Or does it make me want to become a part-time prostitute and part-time superhero called the Neck Slinger after my Uncle Ben told me, with great neck comes great responsibility, and then I go feature in my very own superhero movie called Neck Slinger Throat Coming? That's the question. And honestly, I don't really like it too much. And if you don't like the story either, do not attack the creator over your own personal opinion. That's just not right. Anyways, hello my beautiful chads and chadettes, and welcome to my deconstruction of the Expressionless Osaka ARG. Like, subscribe, and strap in with your Kimurose in hand, and enjoy.
This bitch done lost her rabbit ass mind. This dumbass grown bitch done lost her.
The Expressionless Osaka ARG begins with this image, which is actually pretty damn eerie and is accompanied with this caption. I watched the marathon of Azumanga Daioh at night with my best friend. After all, we didn't have classes, but it seems that everything changed course when both of us fell asleep. I woke up and saw that thing that is Osaka's face with slight changes and an expressionless face. And when I looked around, my friend had disappeared. I must get out of here as soon as possible. I don't want that thing to catch me and do the same with me, or worse than my friend. Again, this is not a bad setup in the slightest. When I stumbled upon this for the first time, I thought, damn, this has potential. I liked where it's going. Then the next post presented as a slideshow made by the fucking CIA. Now, this is where my disbelief was rising, but I could suspend it, maybe dig it down like Shaq. Anyways, the slides go like this. The first slide tells us this was made by the CIA, and then we get a third-person perspective of the first video. In the morning of October 2018, the corpse of 21-year-old Samuel Arnold was found. His cause of death is unknown, though there's something suspicious found at the scene of his death. A fucking Azumanga Daioh DVD, which is similar to cases from 2011 and 2014. And upon further digging, it turns out it's the exact same DVD, and the CIA seemed to believe that the killer left it every time they killed someone. But instead, they found something more sinister. The tape would put you to sleep pretty quickly, and when you woke up, you'll see Expressionless Osaka. And when tested on 2 prisoners, there were 2 Osaka entities. One was the black-eyed Osaka, which was kinda scary. However, the second did some fucking Ermac fatality bullshit, and because of that, the CIA locked it in a warehouse. So far, the story still has good promise and some good horror. I particularly like the Expressionless Osaka design. I think it's uncanny and great. But the fact that it's an Azumanga Daioh DVD makes me laugh until my fucking butthole is loose. So far, Osaka 2018 has been on a roll. They're 2 for 2 on videos. Let's just see if the third one continues that. The third post is then a picture taken in 2011 and is also accompanied by the caption, "We finally managed to find a signal of the anomaly, so we call it Project 1201 or Expressionless Osaka. This anomaly attacks people who open the DVD. When the anomaly kills its victim, it's not satisfied. It leaves the host's house to look for another unfortunate victim. We will continue to investigate the anomalies in the Azumanga Daioh DVD." Now, this video kinda ends the streak of good videos. Why? Well, the obvious use of AI to generate the image. And I mean, making one without AI isn't even that hard. Like, it wouldn't take me more than fucking 5 minutes at least. And I not only find the use of AI unnecessary, like all uses of AI, but it's like really lazy. Just fucking drag osaka.jpg onto the background and darken it. And it's not like it's as hard as the fucking Incredible Hulk's Incredible Dick or something. And also the grammar inside of the captions just like suddenly get worse. Which I feel like if you're making a project dedicated towards horror that's supposed to be written by the government itself, they would have some degree of professionalism and not mess up the grammar this badly. Like, there's barely any commas. The fourth video features these 3 screenshots from the evil DVD, adding more to what we thought was just Osaka. If you're watching the show and you're greeted with Faceless Tomo, she'll stare at you for hours, unless you ignore her. If you ignore her, the show will go on like normal and she'll ignore you. After this, if you see a blacked out Chio, listen to her advice to stop watching the DVD and get out of your house early, or else that's when you'll see Expressionless Osaka. And if you see her and you're too late to run to a friend's house or a police station, block every exit in your house, call the police, and stay away from all electronics. If you survive that night, break or burn the DVD and get rid of the ashes. If you're successful, Osaka will be applauding you. Now, this is where my feelings on the series get super mixed. Look, Tomo staring at you for fucking hours is wild work. Like, that faceless bitch can't get a new hobby besides looking at my chiseled-ass jawline. And Chio being the savior is a pretty good idea. I just don't like how they blacked her out unless it's supposed to leave her appearance up to, like, interpretation, because it's not like she's described as, like, disfigured or something, so that kind of just confuses me. Is she just kind of blacked out for the hell of it? I don't know. Anyways, Video 5. Going back to the 2011 incident gives us a backstory on the AI Osaka image. When the CIA discovered the body of the person who took the image, someone who died but wasn't a victim of Osaka? No, instead it's someone who was mistaken for Osaka and ended their life. Fuck? And then this is followed by a story about the 2014 incident. A girl named Alice was hospitalized from faceless Tomo and kicked the bucket from a heart attack. And according to the CIA, if we take the dates of each case that's covered, 2011, 2014, and 2018, and take the last numbers, 1, 4, and 8, and then add them, we get 13. Bad luck. Confirming that Osaka's a bad luck entity and not a demon, though her motives are unknown. Now, this writing here is very jank. How was the 2011 guy mistaken for Osaka? She's like fucking a 5'3" Japanese girl and he's like a 6'3" Caucasian American. The fucking math ain't mathin' here. It's like if someone mistook like fucking Thanos' cock for like Ultron. It doesn't make sense. And before this, I'm pretty sure the series said there were 9 incidents relating to the DVD, so how the fuck do 3 incidents happening over 8 years make them think, yo, 13, bad luck? It just confuses me. It's like the CIA in this ARG's universe is doing crack and throwing quarters at hookers instead of doing their jobs. 6 then starts with another AI image that kinda looks like that cartoon cat thing, and it explains how Expressionless Osaka looks when she attacks you. Which makes her name BS because she's supposed to be expressionless? So, come on. Anyways, we see 2 more images of faceless Tomo and Chio before Osaka herself sends us a message. And that message is, I'm not an intentionally evil person in Japanese. Video 7 then tells us that the US got so scared that Azumanga Daioh got permanently banned along with every export to Japan before Osaka gives us another message. And another AI image. However, the caption this time reads, the government has been clear. Nothing comes from Japan. We tracked down one of the survivors from Osaka Expressionless and interviewed him. Same interview that will be published soon. God, the fucking grammar. Video 8 then picks up with this, like, fucking 30 millionth AI image. This time with Osaka walking the streets at night before Osaka gives us the messages. Because you still think I'm the culprit. I wanted to warn you about her. And, please, I beg of you. Seemingly meaning that black-eyed Osaka may be the villain instead of expressionless Osaka. Maybe. Anyways, the description this time around says, unfortunately, everything went wrong. Osaka couldn't be contained. She escaped. He was seen at 3:31 a.m. in Oregon. The person who took the photo was found dead. I'm still not sure what everything 100% means, but this episode was somehow better than the last, and would have been an interesting turn of events for the series if it wasn't for the fact that the finale did a complete 360, because at breakneck pace, the fucking CIA nuked the entire US just to kill an evil anime girl. What the fuck? My overall thoughts? I unfortunately don't like this ARG very much, which is disappointing since there have been decent Azumanga creepypastas that have similar concepts. But the use of AI, nonsensical nature, breakneck pacing, and fucking horrible grammar makes me rate this a 3 out of 10. It simply just got worse over time. And this analog horror made me think, Could I make a better one with Azumanga Daioh? Well, I'll put my money where my mouth is, my ass where my lips are, and see if I'm just shit talk. Now, I present to you my Azumanga Daioh ARG. Just use suspension of disbelief since I was born in 2009 and my ARG takes place in 2011. I also used realistic 2011 editing, so you know it's about what's coming out of my mouth in the concept, not the editing. So yeah.
Hey guys, it's Meric09XX, and since you guys liked my last online crime investigation, I thought I'd do another. This case is actually from Japan, and I thought I should investigate it over the week to see if I can make some new theories that could help solve this case and throw my opinion out there to see if I could help. There's like a whole Reddit page about it, so yeah, I hope you all enjoy it, and make sure to give me a good like rating. So, 2 days ago, September 1st, 2012, a Reddit profile posted about a murder that's been around at this school called Senior Sunshine High School in Japan. Well, of course it's not actually called that, it's called the Japanese version of that, but yeah, this post is linked to a Wikipedia, and I am gonna read this for my investigation. So yeah, I'll read it. On July 21st, 1999, on a school ski trip, 3 unnamed teachers that were on the trip were killed in what the police officers at the time believed to be a skiing accident. However, that contradicts the police's earlier claims that have been debunked now, like blunt force trauma that doesn't add up with the trajectory of the ski crash. The incident is believed to be the first of 3 homicides of what the media calls the Senior Sunshine Ripper. On April 31st, 2000, an unnamed student was discovered dead around the premises of the school early into the school year. Under circumstantial evidence, the teacher, Mr. Kimura, was arrested for 4 murders that had claimed the lives of 3 teachers and 1 student. However, in January that same year, another murder of an anonymous student fitting the, at the time, private modus operandi happened again. This caused the teacher, Mr. Kimura, to be released from prison and resume his teaching job. From August 2000 to March 2002, 6 more homicides had taken place at Senior Sunshine High School, and the murders had stopped until April 28th, 2006, where the killer had taken the life of yet another student. This sudden return to the killings had authorities now suspect a teacher of being a killer once again. However, all of the employed staff had all passed their polygraph tests that were given to them by the authorities. Since April 2006 to August 2011, there had been more than 14 killings that have taken place at Senior Sunshine High School. I really find this interesting to read up on. I mean, like, there's only one publicly named suspect here on the page, and the others I'm not sure who they are, but I'll see if people found out who they were, and I'll do my own investigation and get evidence from there. I'll check it out tomorrow, but for now I'll check up on this Mr. Kimura guy. Wow, there's basically nothing here. So I'll simplify it. Basically, he was the primary primary literature teacher. He was an open predator, but the school never really replaced him or fired him. And when he got arrested, they just welcomed him back with open arms. None of the students or other teachers really seemed to like him, but they kept him around even though he was an obvious problem, which is crazy. But he got locked up, so it's obvious that he wasn't the killer since they were still killing when he was around. I'll dig for more stuff. tomorrow. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. So this is before I record the other segment. I was gonna go to bed, but then when I checked the wiki page, an image that didn't loaded in, and here's a picture of the school uniform. Apparently, the teacher guy had this in his collection. Well, not this exact thing. It's kind of just how the uniform actually looks. It's example. So the guy was pretty weird. He just kind of had a school uniform there, and yeah, I don't see what looks so great about this. So yeah, actually for real this time. Let's see you guys tomorrow. So I did a lot of digging yesterday and found 4 other suspects. There's about 6, so I'm only missing 2, and honestly, 3 out of the 4 don't really seem worth looking into, and I still looked into it, but it doesn't really add up. It's just kind of stupid. One of them's a former student who works near the school, but it doesn't make sense because he's worked there ever since he graduated like a few years back, and when the killer stopped killing, well, you know, he was still there, so it didn't add up because, you know, why would he take that? Yeah, I don't know. But the other few suspects, there's 3 other teachers, but I'm gonna leave out 2 of them, like I said, since no kills happened for a few years while they worked there. But this last one, she kind of ticks all of the boxes. So she was the school's secondary PE teacher. The woman's name is Ayumu Kasuga. Am I saying that? And let me read the notes that I wrote, if I can find it. So, from what I could find, Ayumu moved to Tokyo in her first year of high school, and she was kind of an introvert, and she'd usually be happy leading up to when someone would die or went missing, which seemed suspicious, obviously, but it would happen at random, you know, so people weren't too sure. And during the first kills with the teachers, she actually told what her friends thought were a scary story about her being a killer, and her friends thought it was a joke, but because of that, she actually got ratted on or snitched on during an investigation, but they let her go free because I guess she was convincing, and she also passed the polygraph that they gave her. I feel like I'm missing some. Oh yeah. She actually left out for college for the years that the kill stopped. So did like all the other students for graduation. But she's the only one that came back as a teacher. And the year that she came back, to be exact, the kills started again, which is hella suspicious. But hell, she passed the test, but also she was reported to be kind of a derp. She was just really stupid, but I think that might be a trick since all of the evidence lines up. But I think she's the killer. That doesn't mean if she actually is. Just don't try to find her, because that's wrong. But if you've seen the other suspects and you'd like to make your case on why you think someone else is, you could totally make a video reply, and yeah. Bye. See you guys.
Well, that was my ARG, and we're at the end of the video. If you enjoyed that segment or the entire video, subscribe, like, and especially comment so you can give me criticism on my script and how the ARG that I made was, and also defend the Osaka ARG or something. Because this is my first crack at horror, and yeah! Anyways, it's been your Hispanic Pappy Meric, and signing off. Have a beautiful day, everyone.